They were not well known, but in the ashram they were considered saints. One was Swami Brahmanandaji, and the other was Swami Vijayanandaji. And Gopiji served him for many, many years. And they were my neighbors, actually. And Swami Vijayanandaji, he regulated his life like clockwork. I think he started at 2:30 in the morning or earlier, maybe even 2 or 1:30. You could hear him start to chant. And his sadhana and what he really gave to others was through music. And so he would start very early in the morning, and at 4 o'clock, other ashramites would come, and guests also, and sit with him. And of course, Gopiji was there. And they would chant the Guru Strotas and all the opening prayers. In 1 week, they would cover the Bhagavad Gita. And then when Swamiji had a stroke, and he was really needed 24-hour care, Gopiji was there with him, really looking after him 24 hours a day, and with great love and care. And now, of course, he's on the board of management, and he teaches at the academy, and he also has a class that he actually canceled for a while so that he could be with retreat members who wanted to be with him. So really happy to have you again. And Gopiji has been very gracious. He's going to do the meditation tomorrow night, and I may ask him for the next night also. Tonight and the next night, because if there's no questions for Swami Padmanabhanji, we have another free night, Gopiji, for you to come. Yes, so welcome and happy to have you here.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Hari Om. First, I seek your apologies. The moment I entered, everything was so wonderful, peaceful. Now I am going to disturb it. So kindly I seek your apologies. You were all sitting so peaceful, immersed in the presence of God. Now I pull every one of you out, and so that's why, anyhow, we have no hand in that. It all happens by the will of Lord. Hope He excuse me for this. Silence is most beautiful thing. In that we can know everything. When we talk, it is all turmoils only, nothing else. Mind gets agitated sometimes. But we can always remain in silence too, even though when we are talking and listening and other thing. That silence is eternally present there. We only have to recognize it and be with that. Always. The self is in eternal silence. I don't know what to talk today. That is the beauty of it, because I love that silence. But if we keep quiet, Mataji will not spare us, so we have to talk something. Okay. When Gurudev Swami Shivanji Maharaj stand in Ganga and offer a handful of water to Ganga, the result of that is received by every living being. When I or you do it, we feel a kind of peace within, no one else. This is the difference between the great masters and all of us. Because we have identified with ourself, the self with this body only. Total limitation. We are confined in this, we think. Whereas Gurudev, he has identified with the whole universe. That is his body. So whatever he does, it is for the whole universe. Everyone can feel that. If we don't feel, at least the result is attained. Whatever he wanted, that we receive it. We are not aware of that, that's all. For example, in hot summer, you take a dive into Ganga. All your outer body come in contact with the cold water. But who experiences the joy of that deep within us? So this happiness percolates and reaches to our soul's self. There we are very happy. Oh, what a wonderful joy, taking dive into Ganga, cold water in extreme summer. Had we shared that experience with the whole beings in this universe, everyone would have felt that. That is the difference between a man of realization and an ordinary being like me. Everything, if we eat anything, it only remains here. It only takes care of this body. But the great masters, they eat. It nourishes the whole beings. You'll be surprised to hear that. It so happened, I'll tell you, very interesting episode. You might have heard about Mahabharata, Pandavas and Kauravas and things like that. All right. Pandavas, they had to be in exile for many years in the forest. They were sent to forest. 5 brothers, Yudhishthira, Bhimasena, Arjuna, Sahadeva, and who is the other one? Nakula and Sahadeva, 5 brothers. And their wife, only one wife for all the 5 brothers. It's a very interesting story, let us not enter into that. Then Draupadi, her name was Draupadi or Panchali. So they were in exile, in forest, living in forest. One day, when they were near the river, they found a group of people, sannyasis, coming. When they reached nearby, he saw, oh, it is our Durvasa Maharshi, the great sage, with his disciples. How many you know? In hundreds, maybe 500, 600 disciples together. Immediately, Yudhishthira, the elder one, and all of them prostrated at his feet. Oh Lord, we are so happy to have your darshan. It's a great blessing for all of us. Immediately, he invited all of them for taking food at their kutia. Of course, their wife, she did not join them that time, she was in their hut. They lived in a small makeshift hut. So he invited all the people, please come for feast or lunch or whatever is there, have food along with us. Okay, then they said, we will have a bath and come back. All right. Immediately Yudhishthira, all of these 5 brothers, they went home and told Panchali, their wife, see, there are about 800, 900 Maharshis, they will be coming for lunch, prepare. She was like this, what is this? There is nothing in the home. And telling this, they walked away. I mean, they were busy with something. Then she started crying, what is this? How can I prepare? There is nothing here inside. Immediately, oh Lord, when you think that situation, you feel yourself, you will weep, tears will come out of your eyes. Oh Lord, he immediately remembered about Lord Krishna. Oh Lord, what is this test for me? How can I prepare? Where is that? There is nothing here in this house. And he was totally immersed in prayer. After a few minutes, somebody was calling out, oh Panchali, oh Draupadi, I am feeling so hungry, feed me something. She just looked out, Lord Krishna is coming. She said, I have not eaten for last 2 days. I was caught up somewhere. Give me something to eat, otherwise I will die. Just look at it. She was praying to him. He came. He said, why are you in tears? She said, oh Lord, you also want to test me? Tell me what happened. Then she narrated the whole thing. That is okay for them, but for me, I know you might have kept something here. Because they are blessed with a vessel given by Lord's Son. That is known as Akshaya Patra. So, they put something in that on the fire, then immediately sufficient food will come over that. But one condition, when they eat in the last, if Draupadi, she also eats, then that day they will not get anything out of it. She already ate and washed and kept it. She knows that. Now where to get food? But Krishna said, I know you might have kept something for me. I know that. No, I washed the vessel and kept. No, bring that vessel here. She brought that vessel and he checked up. Hey, he took one piece of rice and a small piece of some leaf which they prepared, curry for that. These two, oh, I know, see, you have kept something for me. All right, bring some water. He put it on his palm, poured some water and swallowed it. I'm very happy. You know what happened that time? Those sages, rishis, they were taking dip in the river. Suddenly everyone started as if the stomach is full. If you eat stomach full, sound will come. Everyone started. Hey, what has happened? Now we cannot go there. We cannot eat anything. So all the Maharshis, they thought, oh, this is the time. Immediately we should leave the place and go. If he comes to know he will invite us, then it will be a problem for all of us. So they went away. This is how Lord saved these people. What an interesting story, eh? Look at it. Draupadi had total faith in that. If we too have such kind of faith, we have no worry in this life. They say, even without the will of Lord, even a blade of grass cannot move. Even now it is true, but we don't know that. We don't believe in that. What is the reason? Mr. So-and-so, the ego is here. I can do many things. And I don't have faith in Lord. What Lord? I am the Lord for me. People think like that. Egoistic people. I'm not talking about all of us. So people are there in this world. And we also, if you do not know, it is not to be blamed actually, because we do not know. So, the Lord and Lord alone is here. That is what our masters tell, the scriptures tell. Even if we come across such type of difficulties and experiences, then we can understand that, oh, I never thought I could come out of this. It is all by His grace. He is there to take care of every one of us all the time. That's why I said, when Gurudev offers the water, he does it for every one of us. That's why the result reaches to everyone. The great masters, even their thought is sufficient to uplift us. But 100 times, 1,000 times we hear this, but it doesn't enter into us. We had been hearing about God who takes care of all the beings, everything. Then there is something, some blockage within us that is called ego, ignorance, and all kind of things. This we have to deal with that. That is why we have to do spiritual sadhana, practice and other things. It is only to remove all this. Nothing has happened to all of us. We are as that divinity is there within all of us. But we don't recognize. The reason is there are so many foreign objects lying that covers the reality. So we don't know that. This is the problem with all of us. Karma yoga, devotion, and attainment of knowledge, these things are prescribed in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan beautifully explains everything. If you are interested, I will tell you another story. Because stories actually remains in our mind. That gives, we'll never forget that. There was a family, very pious family, very rich also because they were struggling hard. Then they prospered in that, whatever work they were doing. They had started with a small factory, then it became very big, it grew. And that gentleman had 3 sons and 1 daughter. Daughter was elder. All got married. Daughter is in America, working there with her husband. They are always in contact over phone. But other 2 sons, 3 sons, out of that 2, they take care of the business. Along with the wife also help them. And the last one, she is not interested, that younger son is not interested in all kind of things. He wants to teach the children. He wants to be with the children and make them happy. He also got married. And their family deity is Lakshmi. You know Lakshmi? Goddess Lakshmi, consort of Lord Vishnu. People think that money comes from her. She is considered as the goddess of wealth. Actually, that wealth is not this money. That's why in whichever family this goddess Lakshmi is there, they keep new currency notes there and worship, thinking that money is the power of Divine Mother. It is not so. The power is the divine wealth. So it so happened, every day they used to worship. The whole family members used to sit in front of and worship. One day, the head of the family, the father of all these children, he had a vision in dream. Divine Mother appeared. Oh, my dear son, it is time for me to leave this family. Oh, he got a shock. What is this? Mother, if you leave, what will happen to us? Please don't do it. No, my dear son, time has come. He wept. Mother said, don't worry. I will give you a boon. Whatever you want, you ask. I will grant you that. All right? But still he was not happy. Mother said, don't worry. You ask whatever you want, I will grant you that. Tomorrow, I will. Then he said, Mother, give me one day. Let me consult with my family members what to ask you. All right. Because they always lived together as a, what you call, a wonderful family, loving each other and respecting and things like that. Okay. Tomorrow I will come. Tell me what you want. So early morning he called a meeting, all the members, come here. Wife, mother of the family and all these three boys and their wives, they were all seated there. He said, yesterday mother gave me darshan and told that it is time for her to leave this family. How do you take it? Hey, they were all shocked. How come? No, don't let her go. One son is saying, tie her down. Why, how? Things like that, youngsters. That is why she wants to leave, Such kind of mentality is there. They don't believe in them because they are very rich. They think this belongs to us. Things like that. They did not say that way, but in mind it is there. Why she should leave? Then he said, the father said, all of you think evening time again we will come together. So whatever you suggest, evening time you can tell me. When mother comes in the night, I will tell her, okay? Meeting dispersed. Then the whole day. And he immediately telephoned to America to her daughter, told the same thing. You also think about what we should ask and tell me, by evening. All right. My goodness, the whole situation changed in the family. Every son with his wife, they locked in their room and they started discussing what to ask. In America, there is also a turmoil. After half an hour, phone call came from her. She never used to ring up. She never used to ring up to father. After half an hour, phone call comes. Father, be careful, be vigilant, don't be fooled by her. We will discuss. Now myself and my husband discussed. Ask her 50 kilogram of gold. Okay, and something else. She started reading out the list. Okay. Think of that, still time is there, father said. Okay. After 1 hour, calls started coming from America. This 50 kilogram gold has gone 100, then 150, like that. By evening, it has reached to 500 kilo. Okay. And so many other things. And here also in the family, the elder two sons, they were also totally confused what to ask. They also made a lot of lists. So evening time, he called the meeting again, all of you, sit down. Now tell me, elder son, he says something like this, so many demand. Because factory, they want to expand, they want to open something else here and there, so need a lot of money for that. All these things they put the list. The next one. And by that time the call came from America, the final call. He said, now this is the final call, what you want to say, tell. So she also gave a big list. Then, hey, you two are not telling anything, the youngest son and his wife. What is that? Now you tell me. Then the son said, she will tell you, sir. Papaji, she will tell you. She got up with folded hands. Oh Lord, oh Father, please pray to Mother to give sadbuddhi to all of us. Sadbuddhi, buddhi means intellect. Sadbuddhi means pure intellect to all of us. Sadbuddhi. Then all these others were looking at what the nonsense you are talking. Will it fill our belly? Sadbuddhi. You know what is sadbuddhi? Pure intellect. Sadbuddhi. Nishchayatmika buddhi. Yesterday I think I mentioned about that. Bhagavan tells in Bhagavad Gita elaborately about this buddhi. If we have that, then all other things can be taken care of. Okay, sadbuddhi. Then all others were, what is this nonsense she is asking? She is asking sadbuddhi, as if we are not intelligent. So immediately father called off the meeting. In the night time, when he was asleep, mother came and woke, "Oh, my dear son, wake up, wake up. Tell me what all of you need." Immediately with the folded hands, he said, "Oh, mother, give all of us in the family sadbuddhi." Immediately she granted that. Then she asked, "Who gave you this idea?" Then he said, "My youngest daughter-in-law." "Oh, now I cannot leave your family. When all of you have sadbuddhi, pure intellect, how can I leave?" That is the idea. You understood? Then she could not go. She remained with the family. So we all should have a sadbuddhi. Pray to that. Bhagavan tells in Bhagavad Gita, "Vyavasayatmika buddhireka." That sadbuddhi will desire only one thing. What is that? "Oh Lord, other than you, I don't need anything. Let me dissolve in you, or you swallow me. Let me be one with you." That is what the masters say, "I never understand. I don't have the capacity to understand all these things." Vedanta proclaims, "Ekameva dvitiyam brahmaneha nasti kinchana." That one reality alone exists. We are all that only, but we do not recognize because we don't have that sadbuddhi. See, buddhi is the most powerful thing in an individuality. Below that is the mind. Below that are the senses. All right. And there is something between senses and mind which is more powerful. That is the external objects that keep attracting us. Then what happens? Mind runs behind that. If it doesn't obey the dictum of the intellect, it runs behind all the names and forms. Understood? If we don't have a sadbuddhi, then that also goes with that. This is how we get caught into this bondage here. That is why Bhagavan tells every now and then, have sadbuddhi, intellect, discriminative faculty. There is a discriminate faculty. Whenever we come across anything, immediately we should summon that intellect, ask him to discriminate. It should happen simultaneously. If buddhi also falls into the trap of mind, then no one can save us. Buddhya, in the 18th chapter, he says, "Buddhya vishuddhaya yukta." That buddhi, that intellect should be related to purity. Things like that, he explains. When the intellect is discriminative, it recognizes. There are two things in this world, that day also I mentioned. Anything you behold in this world, it has other aspect, good and bad, day and night and things like that. So there we need discrimination. If we are a spiritual seeker, we need many help from this world also. So how you know what I should choose, what I should reject? It is the duty of the discriminative intellect. Otherwise, we choose the wrong one and we get diverted. So, a spiritual seeker has to be eternally vigilant. It is by the help of that discriminative faculty called intellect that should be the guiding light for all of us. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan tells, it is not easy. What such intellect dictates, it is not easy to follow. Upanishad says that path, it will show you that path which is like the edge of a razor. Can you walk over that? Churasya dhara nishita duratya, it says. That path is like a racer's edge. Can you, anybody walk over that? It is like that. That path, whereas other path is so beautiful, comfortable, enjoyable, everyone goes towards that. See? We want happiness. What kind of happiness? Is there any trace of happiness in this world? Yes, it is there. So that's why we run towards that. Whereas this side it is terrible, suffering. Is it not a suffering? Walking over the edge. But it is not given to many. Only rare people get that opportunity. It is chosen ones. Terrible suffering one has to undergo. But sometimes we collapse, we weep and cry. No, we try to run away. Many people run away from the ashram also. After some time they find it's all terrible thing. Early morning, getting up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and things like that. Very difficult. Somebody, Guru will shout at you. Go and get married. Why you come here? It is actually, why he tells you no? He loves you so much. He wants, the disciple is an open book for a Guru. In front of everybody he will shout at you. Not when you are alone. He will expose you in front of everybody because he loves you so much. It is like that. Those who suffer, if they can withstand that, then slowly you will know. The lifelong, a river of gratitude will flow out of you towards that master. Understood? Every moment. When we listen to the great spiritual masters, they all underwent this. Suffering is a great blessing if we voluntarily take up. Many people suffer in this world. It is mere suffering. Okay. But if you voluntarily take up that, you think that you have taken up voluntarily. No. God has chosen you for that path. All right. God has chosen you and He has put you there. Like a soft iron piece, how it becomes stainless steel, you know that? It is put in the fire. When it is red hot, it is taken out and gets a lot of beatings by hammer. Immediately it is put in the cold water. Again it is put in the fire. It undergoes this process. Then it becomes stainless steel. You cannot bend it. It will never get corroded. This is how a spiritual speaker's journey is there. He has to undergo all this process. And when he realizes it, he gives away everything to his master. O Lord, by your grace. When he thinks about him, sometimes he cannot control himself. He weeps and weeps. This is the way how all these great masters have come. They want to share that what they got from them, what they gave to everybody. Because by then they know no one is different from that grace of the master. Everyone is that and that alone, but nobody knows, so their heart goes out. See, Gurudev, after realization how much Gurudev has worked for all this, he wanted to share that what he has gained. When a person knows this, a disciple knows this, there is a ceaseless river flowing out of his heart towards the Master. This is the gratitude. When you are all alone, sit and automatically your heart will melt when you think about them. That is how you experience that bliss. Eh? If anybody comes, somebody says, hey, you are crying here, what happened to you? Any problem? They will ask you, what problem? Gurudev's presence is very much here. He is even doing it now for all of us. Feel that. He has not gone anywhere. He is very much here. You earnestly sit somewhere comfortably, whether it is in your room, just ask Gurudev as if he is there. You feel that he is there. Ask him whatever you want. He will give you. But whenever you meet a great master, silently sit and try to tune yourself with him. That is sufficient. Many people, when they visited Ramana Maharshi's ashram, Tiruvannamalai, he is eternally present there, that master. He is so kind and compassionate. Even now, people get such kind of wonderful experiences there. This place is so sacred on the bank of Ganga, Gurudev's place. The moment you come out of that terrible road up to the ashram, oh, what a wonder. Many people told me, what a peace here. They just sit somewhere here and there under the tree or on the side of the path coming up. They sit there. They feel that. Yeah. So every one of us, try to be a source of river. That river is the eternal gratitude towards the Master, towards that Lord. Lord, Guru, Master, they are all one. Even we are also part of that. By their grace, we realize that, oh, then all the words disappear. You sit and weep continuously. Tears flow out of you. I pray to Gurudev, may he shower his grace upon every one of us, all the time. He is doing that only. Why we pray to him? Because it is the urge of our heart, our desire. Oh Lord, we don't need anything else, all your. Is it not so? Anyone has anything to say? Something? It's all dried up, nothing is there inside me. I don't want to. Anything? Just like that, any doubt or something. So as 5 more minutes we can fill it with our blah, blah, blah.
Everybody must be filled with gratitude for your beautiful expression of gratitude.
Gurudev is there. No one else is here other than him. That is the beauty. We are eternally grateful to him, eternally. Yes, please.
Thank you for coming and for talking to us. And I was just wondering, what does liberation
I don't know what is that. The moment we start to speak about that, such kind of things, we miserably fail. Liberation is experienced by one, not understood by through words. Is it not? Liberation is that which you feel it, beyond anything else. If I start talking something nonsense, you may take it that is liberation. It is not so. You only know what liberation is. Okay, no one else. The moment you realize that, you know that what is liberation. All the words cannot approach that. Upanishad also tells. All the words can only go up to a certain extent, then it has to return. Upanishads say like that. What can I say about? I also have not experienced it fully well. Little bit of here and there. Emotion, this is nothing but emotion, my own emotion, my weakness, that's all.
The stories you presented to us, they penetrate the heart, the mind, and they're fulfilling. So would you recommend
Be thankful to Him for that. Be eternally thankful to Him. Oh Lord, hold on to His feet and that's all.
Swamiji, where can we find, is there like a book filled with these wonderful stories we could, bring?
Don't search for books. Your heart is the book. Look there, you will find all these things. Okay. Books, 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 books. Our life is filled with books only. There are many, many stories. Somehow morning we were talking about, somehow I remembered that. Then I told him, okay. He was morning, we met him. Then somehow over a cup of coffee we were talking something. Then this story came to my mind. Otherwise I did not know what to talk. Okay. Where do you get the air for you to breathe? Where from you get it? Seek for that, it will come to you. Everything is being provided by the Lord to all of us. If you want stories, it will come to you. It cannot stay away from you. It has to come to you. All right. You read inspiring stories of Gurudev. So many stories are there. If you start reading, you will sit and weep. Inspiring stories, so many. This story may not be there in that. Yes. Now it is time. Yes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagwan ki jai.